Dude, see you later. Later, John. Alright, let's get this replay started. Okay, so we are playing with, or we are analyzing GoodEn0ugh, who is a Gold 5 Katarina player. Okay. So let's see, you are against the Yasuo. You are going cloth. Let's see. Not sure what page you're going exactly. You do have a lot of armor. Do you have magic resist? Okay. Getting magic resist on against Yasuo is actually fine, just because you take damage from your E, his E, and he maxes that first. So Yasuo is definitely a hard matchup, so you're gonna have to be a little bit careful here.
Minions have spawned.
Let's fast forward this. Okay. So he wants a leash. Okay, so first off, what you want to do against Juju, you want to have him shove in. So that's good. He's autoing the wave. Looks like he started Q first. He's gonna try to Q you, I bet. But if he did start Q first, you can play up a little bit more. It's a good poke. Okay. Pretty much just Q him every chance you get. One more auto for Thunderlords, that's good. Just know that he's gonna hit 2 real soon, so be careful for his level 2 trades. Okay, so you're letting him push in, that's good. That's fine, you have 4 pots. You're letting him shove in. He's your hit 2 here. I personally wouldn't have gone for that Q. I personally would have just missed the wave just to get more harass on this guy. So let's see here, right? So if you gave up this farm and Yasuo's just pushed up, that's one thing about having Yasuo push up. He can't fight back when you decide to go on him because there's no minions to play around. And he doesn't have win wall yet, so I would have missed this farm intentionally. Position myself maybe like around here to parallel to like, or like on the opposite side of Yasuo. Throw my Q to try to last hit this minion and try to jump on him.
First blood.
I think if you really wanted to, you could go in for trades like those. So like, let's say Yasuo is gonna get close. You throw your Q. Don't move back when you throw your Q. First of all, he's not gonna be able to get close onto you. And on top of that, if you don't move back and you stay kind of close, you're able to jump on him immediately. I would have jumped on him pretty much immediately here, just to get the extra poke off and just jump out. Even if you take damage, it's okay because you have 4 pots and you gotta play around 4 pots. That's a lot of pots compared to his 1 pot, and he does have Doran's Blade Lifesteal, but honestly, like, the 4 pots is like, it's really strong and effective, and you want to be able to take damage. So yeah. So you're level 3 now. So here it just looks like you're farming. Okay. So it looks like you're really focusing on farming, and that's fine. Just make sure you pop your potions. Make sure you get healthy again. But I think there are times where you could have set up your dagger on Yasuo and pretty much give him free damage, because he's also very squishy. If you look at him, 42 MR, you're honestly like pretty tanky. So don't be afraid to trade damage. Just don't take damage for free like this. If you stay back, you're giving him if you stay back like too much, you're giving him too much room to like breathe. You want to kind of choke him as much as you can. Okay. See, even trades like that, that's fine too. You see how he's like at half health? It's a lot more easier to work with now. Honestly, that obviously like that wasn't the best trade you could have done. There was probably better trades you could have taken, but you could have definitely. Oh god, you missed the cannon. You're using a lot of your abilities on the wave to where like you can't use it to trade with Yasuo, so that's another thing. Like even at times like those when he's holding his Q, you know how like that old trick where like you can just Shimpo behind him whenever he throws his knockup? You could do the same thing with W. Wow, you fucked up. EW? Okay. Yeah, when Yasuo was knocking you up there, when Yasuo went for this knock up here, you should have W'd. You should have W right here instead of throwing your Q, and then you probably would have killed him there. Okay, okay, okay. Good job. Oh, unlucky. Okay, so what you want to do here, you just want to shove in this next wave as hard as you can. Probably should have saved the Q for the wave so you can push it faster. Okay.
To the rice fields, motherfucker.
So you got Seekers and Boots. Alright. So know that Yasuo has 2 daggers, so he's actually not that much of a threat. He's still very squishy. So just go for safe trades. Having him push up is very good. Just try to set up some Qs on him. That's probably the safest way to trade with Yasuo, as long as he doesn't win wall it. Okay, nice. Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage. So you have your Q again, and go in. Good trades. Oh. You could have definitely, like, this one problem you're having is just the fact that whenever you throw your Q, you don't put yourself in a position to go in. So like, look, you throw your Q and you keep moving back. And therefore, like, as soon as Yasuo gets into the range of the dagger, you can't jump in on him with Shimpo. And you can only hit him with like the circle, and that's like not enough damage. So try not to move back when you throw out your Qs. Okay, so you can just shove in here. Oh. Oh. Q. Where's this guy's wind wall? Okay, nice. Yeah, let's see where he fucked up there. Okay, that jumping onto the dagger was definitely something. Like if Yasuo's jumping onto you, your initial reaction shouldn't be to Q. Your initial reaction should be to W and try to kite. Jumped over there. You still have Shimpo. You could have definitely Shimpo'd out there. Or you could have even flashed and just waited for Rammus. Does Rammus kill this guy? Nope. So yeah, I know like Yasuo puts a lot of people into a panic when he starts weaving in and stuff, but honestly like just W and just try to kite around. Don't use your Q. Q like throws off your combo like super hard if he's jumping around and he can easily dodge your shit. Okay, you should jump on Janna. Oh, you ulted. You can't kill her. Damn, you shouldn't have ulted there. So here, I think what I would have done was out of queued instead of E. So if I queued, she would have ulted, and I would have been able to jump right here. But yeah, overall, like, you should have seen the Jan ulti coming. Okay, but you can kill Yasuo, right? You have Shimpo? You could have probably Shimpo to kill that Yasuo. Okay, Nara's here. You can't really do much to Nara, you just want to shove out here. Okay, looks like you want to shove out the next wave too, but be careful. Moment Yasuo gets into lane, he can kill you. Yeah, so now you put yourself in a really weird spot. So now you're super low, and Yasuo can just shove you in pretty much. And whenever Yasuo shoves you in, he's gonna constantly do it until you back. Then he gets a free wave. And on top of that, you lose a lot of minions to tower anyway. Oh, you're gonna kill him? No. Yeah, so you probably should have backed a lot earlier. Probably should have backed after you pushed against that Gnar. Wow, you also win it. Okay, so you got Vamp here, which is weird. I probably would have gotten a second longsword or even Amtome at this point. Personally, if you want more defensive stats against the Yasuo, going Rallies is also good. Going Rallies also makes it harder for Yasuo to like weave around and kite and jump around and dodge shit. Okay, so side of look bottom. They start running away, so you should immediately just start backing here. Make sure you ward your sides. If you're worried about Yasuo roaming, you should definitely start warding or buy wards or something, just so you can keep track of him. Yeah, you know Yasuo's like bottom river now, and now Sona overextends. Yeah, so you pretty much just warding this area meant that it would be a lot harder for Yasuo to try to go for those kind of roams. So you definitely need wards, especially if you're in a lane that's like not completely in your control. If Yasuo's completely controlling your lane, you need a ward. You need to buy wards or something. Something to keep track of, you know, him. Okay, and the gank. That jump to that dagger was completely unnecessary. It put you that just farther from Yasuo at that point. Okay, so you shove in. There's no vision. Yeah, so they're all around the place. So you gotta be careful, just stay back and play safe. Remember that bot lane lost their tower, so you want to ward around here because you know bot lane's gonna start roaming. You could just expect bot lane to be mid now because he has nowhere else to go. It's the only outer tower that's out, so it's probably the safest tower to get. Okay. Okay. And then ulti. Nice. Jump on Caitlyn afterwards. Good job. And then jump in. Janna. Ripperoo. Out of honestly went in for that too and probably died. I guess the best choice was to not jump in. Oh my god. What? This guy can just kill the Rammus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, that's fun to watch. So yeah, you get a Revolver and Cutlass. Remember to get wards. Need awards. so important. So important in this game. Getting information on the minimap is so important. But yeah, you guys have Infernal Drag coming up. Nope. It's Cloud Drake. But yeah, you guys can definitely still fight there. Actually, maybe not. It is 14-6, but it does put you guys in a somewhat favorable position. Jax doesn't have teleport. Okay, so bot lane's coming mid to help you guys. Now they're just gonna siege. I think they get caught out. So yeah, Mega Gnar's up, so try not to fight with Mega Gnar up. Sona dies, so let's just hope they make a really risky dive. Just know that once Gnar or Jarvan tries to knock someone up, Yasuo's gonna ulti. Oh my god, they fucked up. Go in! Okay. E, W. Okay, let's see what exactly fucked you up there. Okay, Gnar ulted. I think it was the Gen ulti, yeah. The Gen ulted. At that point, you probably should have just jumped out and tried to like wait for your cooldowns to come up. See how much money. You can't get Gunblade now, so that's good. Oh god, Rabbit. What the hell? Jax is just pushing out top. That's good. So you got Gunblade. Should definitely get a ward. These wards are just so good. But yeah, you bought an Amptome instead. That's fine. So you're just gonna take this. Jax is gonna die for it because he jumped in. Does Gnar have MR? No, he does not. Start instead. Okay, you guys can actually fight this. E. Damn. All right, remember this. When you start with your Q combo. Actually, no, you didn't have Shimpo up. Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever then. All right, because you use your Shimpo to jump out. Okay, so you warded that. Let's see. Baron's up at 117, but you don't really need that. Just shove out mid wave. And what you want to do is eventually you want to be able to take that bot tower. And along the way, like, control pretty much the bottom side of the map. Because Dragon's coming up. I don't think they're in any position to Baron, but you should keep that warded regardless. And you want to be able to take this bot tower because it was barely touched. So the best move here was just keep your bot lane and just pressure, right? Make sure you ward the bottom side so they can escape any ganks and pressure this tower. And at the same time, you're going to be pressuring mid as well. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to look for some kind of a fight or a pick to where you can get Dragon afterwards.
Welcome to the race.
But it's kind of hard because Yasuo does outpressure. Yasuo does outpressure you just because he's like more ahead, and he just has the kit to do it. But now that they lost Janna, Jarvan's top. That should be a free dragon. Ezreal should not be taking buff farm. Mega Gnar. Yeah, just you guys should be doing drag. Ezreal shouldn't be taking the buff farm, let alone using ult on it for like 4 minions. So that's free. Now you guys want to be pressuring bot tower. But the thing is, because Jax died, they have less pressure to where they can actually react to you guys. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But 2 is up there, and Ezreal should really be just pushing it down. and you should be rotating down afterwards as well, unless you have too much money. You have 1700. If you want to back here, that's fine. If you want to ward Baron or something, yeah, you're not really doing anything just by running up there. You need to play around bot. Top already lost all their towers, so there's really nothing much to do there. Sona kind of has the right idea, but like she can't do it alone. So I don't know what she's expecting exactly. That was 3 bot. So Jax is now currently splitting top. Whoop. Okay, I guess you're just itching for a fight here, and they eventually, I think that Janna overextends. Good, all-in combo. Jump over the wall. Oh, nope. Let's see. I'm wondering if he could have actually escaped that Jarvan knockout. Yeah. I think he could have potentially jumped over, like, right here. Because Janna died, and then moments later, Jarvan came. So you could have at least casted your Shunpo. If you Shunpo'd, like, right on the edge of the circle, you'd have jumped over the wall. But after that, yeah, you got pretty much perma CC. You can't really do anything about that. You guys win this. Soda's dead. Huh. Holy moly. Holy moly. This is interesting. Oh. Okay. Got him. Nice. So Jax is still pressuring top. That's good. Okay, so you got Zanya's now. You should have bought a ward. So 3 of them are dead, so yeah. Definitely just go mid and just shove that out and push in. You guys could have potentially burned as well. Kill Caitlyn. That's a good one. And when you ever see ADC alone, like you can just probably 100 to 0 them, like easy. Just waiting out the fight just to see if he can go in. So he can QE. Step back, yeah. Okay, so Jax actually died. Bot's pushing out. Okay, you have enough money for blasting and an Amtome. Yep, good job, good job. So Caitlyn's bottom. So basically what you want to do here is you want to keep all lanes kind of pushed and let Jax kind of split. Oh god. Ram is going in hot. Guess you have to go there. Okay, if you arrive a little late, Rammus is super tanky. Okay, nice. Oh, rip. Let me see if you could have positioned yourself a little better in that fight. So let's look at the fight here. So you know that there's gonna be a fight right here, right? So basically what I would be doing is I would be hovering around this side and just try to bait them in. Don't show yourself, because then it won't let them commit as hard as they would want to, and also on top of that you would probably get jumped on first. So yeah, Jarvan actually ended up jumping on you. If you're actually here, he would have maybe just jumped on Ezreal and you would have been full health. You had to kind of predict the fight before it happens. You knew that there was going to be something going on in this little pinch of land right here, and that's exactly what you want. So just look at opportunities like that and make sure you take advantage of it. You should definitely just be back in here. There's nothing for you to do here. Oh god, yeah, you're gonna lose. Yeah, there was nothing for you to do there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Jax is shoving. Hey, you guys should be able to defend this. Oh, you're getting rallies next. I'd be getting Void right now. Rallies isn't completely necessary right now. My god. Okay. Probably didn't need to ulti for that. Okay, so now that Jarvan and Nara are down, you guys can definitely Baron. Yeah. And they just recalled away from it. Ooh, kill that. Yasuo. And Baron. Good job. Jax is applying a lot of good pressure top lane, and that's what you guys should be playing around. Okay, so looks like you want to just farm here. Okay, looks like you're trying to fish for something. But honestly, at this point, if you have the money to buy the next item, you should just go and reset and just group with your team afterwards. I think doing all this is a bit unnecessary just because you could buy. Looks like you want to pressure mid, but honestly, you should be pressuring bottom. Okay, now you decide to back. You get allies. And now you guys should be going bottom. It's okay if you actually pressure mid here. It'll bring them mid, and then you can just make your way bottom afterwards. Just know that you have to rotate down. That's the biggest thing. You doing this is not efficient at all. You're not going to be able to hit tower. You need a back. You need to go bot. You need to go bot. I don't know if you're looking for a dive, but you need to help out your team here. You need to be with your team. That's the biggest thing. Pretty bad. Oh, that's good. Alright. I think the moment Yasuo just solo ulted Sona, and that you guys were fine. And as soon as that happened, it's good that you went in on Gnar and Janna right afterwards. Okay. Okay, so now you guys can shove this. Oh, really want that Caitlyn. It's a shame you didn't W before. Okay, so you get this for free. And you take this tower.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Yeah, they're trying to find Yasuo here. I can see Dip. Oh, he's over there. Okay, so you got GA next. Okay. I guess GA is okay just because you guys are gonna have like your last fight here. So I guess it's okay. It pretty much guarantees you to win the fight. Okay, go in. Damn, you could have thrown a huge like ulti in there if you should code. Okay, and it's over. Oh. All right. Let's recap. So early levels against Yasuo, if you go cloth 4 pots, you wanna use your cloth 4 pots, or you wanna utilize the fact that you have 4 pots early, like almost like really early, because Yasuo gets a bit strong like at level 4, and you're really strong at level 2 and 3. So it's okay to trade damage around that time before Yasuo can actually like have the skills to be able to outtrade you every time. Easiest way to set up on the Yasuo, I feel like, is to just Q the minions and just E onto him right afterwards, because he can't win wall it. Unless he win walls preemptively, then you have like another chance to throw your Q and he won't have it up. It's good that you let him push in. Just know that when you push him in, oh no, when he pushes into you and he's like trying to harass you on the tower or whatever, you can eat W onto him and he won't really have an answer. Just because he has no minions to move around, so he'd basically just be an immobile champion at that point with Windwall. Windwall is a little bit annoying to deal with, and that's one thing you should watch out for. But if you eat W, you should be able to get the dagger pickup and just Shimpo out if he throws out a Windwall. See, you should definitely play more objectively. Try your best to play around the outer towers early, and take those ASAP, and then just slowly move your way down into the lane. Make sure you take advantage of dragons. It's good that you saw like rotations and you made picks in order for you to continue to get more objectives. So that was good. Making picks is good. Just know that after you make a pick, make sure you try to be proactive and try to go for the next best thing. Rammus actually did super well this game because they were all armor, so there was like no way he was gonna die. So that's like, I think that was kind of like the salvaging part of the game. Jax was like just shoving in top and they didn't know how to deal with it exactly, and Rammus was could just 1v4. So yeah, there's that. Also, make sure to be more patient in fights. Here, you could have read the fight a little bit better, because the moment it broke out, I already knew before that the fight was going to happen in this little area, and that's perfect for you. You just got to make sure you don't get jumped on initially, and you could have probably killed all of them. Your build was completely fine. You should definitely buy more wards. Wards gives you, especially when you're in a lane with Yasuo, try your best to ward the sides, because like if Yasuo gets ahead, he's gonna have full control of the lane. He's gonna constantly push you in, and he's gonna try to roam possibly, and you want to know where he is at all times. Even though you can't, you want to try to give yourself as much information on where he is. Even if you ward like within the lane to see which way he goes out of the lane, any kind of info would work, especially when you're like behind in a lane, because you can't let them completely take control of the map. When someone takes control of the map, they constantly push in midwave, they shove in, and they roam, and then they come back, and they're just constantly applying pressure on the map. You just pinging him Mia and knowing where exactly he's going can prevent all of that. I don't think GA was necessary. I think you should have built voice staff a lot sooner. Nara had Banshees, Jarvan had Aegis, Caitlyn had Merc Treads, and Janna had Aegis as well. So generally, most of them had MR. I would say if you wanted to do more damage this game, Void Staff would have been fine. You didn't have to build Gunblade either. Gunblade, if you went Seekers first, it actually opens you to building Rallies. So you can actually go Zanya's Rallies if you want to be more tanky against a team like that, and get Void Staff third item. The reason why Zanya's and Rallies is so good against this team is because since they're all AD, you'll have health and armor for this guy, or for this whole team. So then, just having that, it's kind of like thinking about like having Sunfire, you know, same thing, health and armor, same thing. So against the full AD team, it's okay to go just extra tanky, because when you go through a build path where it makes you a lot harder to kill, you're a lot harder to deal with as well. Especially against like full AD team. Like you could have went Gunblade into like Dead Man's Plate. That also would have worked as well. Yeah, Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yasuo matchup is pretty hard, but I would say you played that considerably well. I think one thing that would have helped you is whenever you throw your Q, just make sure you're ready to follow up on that Q dagger, whenever chance you get, because that's free harass for you. Don't walk back when you throw your Q, because that makes it harder for you to jump on him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Good game, good game.